What's up, guys? Another good day today. Let's go to the 4 hour. Kind of just get right into it here. We took two trades, one break even, one winner. On the 4 hour, coming into pre-market, we closed through this nice fat gap after sweeping this low. Already a really big bullish shine. And then we had this wick into this 4 hour gap to begin the day. Hop over to the 15-minute gap. Also, wick into a 4 hour gap, meaning I want higher prices. Back to 5-minute chart. We opened lower today, create a bullish SMT, and yeah, there was some stacked lows here, so I could understand a bearish bias, but we had a good reaction, some strong bullish candles off of this SMT, and this was a pretty valid trade, like this fat 2-minute candle, but that was kind of my confirmation for longs. So if I go to the 1 minute here, or that SMT holds, I'm just trying to remember because I took two trades. Yes, this is my first one. We'll get rid of this. My first one is right here. We are targeting up there, and if we go to the 5-minute chart, there is a 5-minute gap in here. I'm gonna get rid of this because that looks like a throw up on the screen, and that is a 5-minute gap there. So, oh, I don't have 30 seconds. So the idea of this trade, big bullish move. We drop into I thought I went to the 5-minute. We drop into a big 5-minute gap, a small 15-minute gap. Yo, I feel like these small 15-minute gaps sneaky work so often. It's because it's coming from there being like a 5-minute inefficiency too, but these sneaky 15 minutes I feel like work amazing, especially when they get wicked through that hard. So I enter on this 1-minute inverse here, and it was about equilibrium. I don't really use equilibrium, but I kind of just visualize equilibrium. And if we're in a bullish market, this would be the spot to reverse, especially the fact that we went right through this 15-minute gap and we inversed through the 15-minute gap, targeting a 5-minute gap. I'm thinking we're at least getting to the 5-minute gap. We get to the 5-minute gap, I go break even, we get break even. As you can see, the trade worked out, but I'm happy I went break even when I did. If I didn't go break even at the 5-minute gap and lost, mental would have been cooked, because that's just like an obvious place to go break even. Cool, we go break even there, and we chop, or not we chop, we move on. As you can see, price is fighting for these higher prices, and it just keeps wicking into this 15-minute gap. This 15-minute gap is holding tremendously. I mean, this wick right here holds tremendously on this 15-minute gap. And my biggest takeaway from literally like the last month and like what the last week has taught me, I've been pattern trading too much, and what matters most is your draw on liquidity. I was bullish today. If I'm taking longs and my longs are going to work, I'm going to get the correct RR. Okay, I lose my trade, whatever, but these stacked lows here would have stopped me from taking this trade about 2-3 weeks ago. But the fact that the higher time frame is screaming bullish is why this trade worked. And this 15-minute gap holding beautifully is also a major reason why it worked. But you can see here, we're gonna get rid of this 5 minute gap. Also, yeah, this 5 minute gap doesn't close. I really wasn't too worried about that when entering this long here. But yeah, I really wasn't too worried about the 5 minute gap not getting closed because my bias was so strong and my conviction was so strong, and that's also something that I feel like I kind of changed, and that's why my trading's been better the last 2 weeks. I'm trusting my conviction. I'm picking a bias. I'm picking conditions, and if those conditions are met, I execute, and I don't think of anything else. Okay, there's stacked lows here. Who cares? I'm bullish. The market's giving me a sign to go long. Let's take it. And we get awesome delivery off of this. Awesome delivery. Again, there's not amazing confluences here. Like, okay, 2 minute inverse, respecting a 15 minute gap, continuation play, some solid targets, but no crazy liquidity sweep. Okay, SMT on the higher time frame, but more of a conviction play, and it ends up flushing through to all the way to this high. And I've also been better these last couple of wins with just taking my profit or just taking my W and moving on, because I used to scale out and be greedy a bit, but I'd rather just take my full profit when it gets there and call it a day. But yeah, those are the 2 trades, and the lucid accounts are almost halfway to being passed, which is awesome. So yeah, we're gonna finish out this week strong and work on protecting our capital this week. We already have a nice green week, so yeah, we're gonna protect our capital. We're gonna take our dubs. I gotta go do homework because school sucks. We're gonna be financially free, so I don't gotta do homework. But yeah, that's it. So yep.